Alright, what's good guys? Welcome back to another video, basically where I'm just going to be reviewing some of my AI work that I've done. I'm going to be basically reviewing my second video that I posted, and it's this one right here. I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah, so I'm basically just going to be reviewing it, like what I think I did good, what I think I did bad, the things that I need to work on, and yeah, so let's get to it. So first of all, just some general thoughts. I posted this like a month ago already, so I'm kind of behind, but you know what, I'm going to do it anyways. I believe that I have a more solid workflow now that I've kind of been more into AI and like been creating more with it. So I believe I have a stronger workflow, and also another big learning factor that I figured out. I learned that storyboarding is something that is almost mandatory for creating AI content pieces, and that's one thing that I learned from trial and error, honestly. Another thing, I think my last video I was on VO3. So I switched to a free pick subscription and also a Cling subscription because I believe you get the most freedom from the, first of all, free pick subscription. You get most of the models that is out there rather than having Google Flow. Honestly, VO3, I don't think it could compete with the new models that's out as of now. So it's kind of like in the past already. And also I got a Cling subscription separately because there's a reason, because Prefect does have Cling on their platform as well. But the reason why I got Cling separately is because when you get a subscription from the original AI video company, in my case being Cling, you actually get the best pricing to generation ratio. It would be super expensive on free pick, not only free pick, also like Higgsfield and all of the other major platforms. But when you go straight to the AI video generation platform, that's where you will find the best price to generation ratio. Yeah, so my workflow would be I would generate images in free pick using Google Nano Banana 2, which is the best image model as of right now of this recording, which is April 13th, 2025. And once I get the AI image generation that I like, I would bring it into a image upscaler. So FreePic also comes with another model called Magnific AI, and I mentioned it in the past video, and I was like all over the place. I had multiple subscriptions in different websites. Honestly, FreePic, all in one, everything. So I basically just got my AI image generation, upscaled it. Then what I would do, I would bring it into Kling 3.0, the website, and I would generate my videos from there. So that is my workflow as of right now. And also to mention, my storyboarding website would be Milanote. It is kind of sketchy the way that I do it. I don't have the actual subscription, so I have a limited amount of images that I could put on the storyboard. So it's kind of iffy, but it works for me. So I would kind of just put all of my characters, my scenes, everything onto that, just so I could get a general idea of what is what, you know? So perfect. So first I'm gonna start off with the positives of the stuff that I liked about what I did for that video. And to start off is the quality of the video itself. So when I first did my first video, by the way, 1.3 million views. Let's go. Anyways, the reason why the quality of the videos got way better is, first of all, VO3, I can only generate in 720p. So that was a huge unlock for me to go with Kling, because Kling, you could do 1080p. And then second of all, I basically went all in with trying to create the crispiest visuals. So what I would do, like I said, Magnific, And after the whole video was done, I ran it through Topaz AI. So I kind of like upscaled it once again after I was done the whole video. So that's what gave it the really crispy image and the video. And yeah, so if you look at my past video and this video, it is 10 times better, which I'm so happy with. And the next thing would probably be character consistency. So in my past video, it was generally similar, but if you really look at the details, not even if you really look at, if you just look at it a bit too long, you will notice some inconsistencies. My unlock to getting character consistency is storyboarding. I mentioned it in the past. Storyboarding helps so much because you can have your character references in your storyboard, and whenever you want to create a new scene with the character, you can just download the image of the character in your storyboard and reuse that character image. So yeah, that's another thing I really improved on, which is amazing. And the next thing would be the fact that I started using Nano Banana 2. Man, Nano Banana 2 is honestly a game changer. I know this might be old news now, but Nano Banana 2 compared to Nano Banana Pro is night and day. The realism, first of all, the realism, the quality, just the consistency, like the context comprehension, it's all amazing. And now we're gonna get to the cons. Not necessarily the stuff I didn't really do good on, but stuff that I noticed but didn't really like. So the first one is the cons about, first of all, Nano Banana 2, and also especially Cling. And that is, and I'm just looking at this now and it's crazy. So Cling, the generation times for Cling took about 3 to 4 minutes each generation. So timing was like a very big thing in that sense. And also Nano Banana 2 took about 40 to 60 seconds to generate. That's one thing I noticed with the subscriptions that I got now. When I was with VO3, a VO3 subscription, Nano Banana generations only took what, like 20 to 30 seconds. And then also the next part, in my video specifically, the scene direction, it wasn't really consistent. So if you notice, the environments are, they don't really make sense, which I wasn't that too happy about. But in my defense, I was in too deep with the direction that I was going to the point where if I wanted to change it, it would take much longer. So I couldn't really do that. And the next part I would say is the song was hype. I like the song, but the thing I didn't really like was there wasn't that much movement. If I compare my video to my past video, there was a lot more movement, there was a lot more characters, in action. There was cars in the back drifting. It just wasn't enough to keep the viewers engaged, which is why I feel like that video didn't do as well as my past video. So now generally went across both what I think I liked about the video, what I didn't. Now I want to tell you guys what I actually learned, because this is the important part. So the biggest thing that I learned in my recent post would be reference images. Reference images are key if you want consistency, because if you give the model a good prompt but with no reference image, then it's going to confuse the model. It won't give you exactly what you want. It won't give you that scene consistency. It won't give you that character consistency, because it's just going to think of a new way to generate the character. So you always want to have a character reference whenever you create these AI images. The next thing is, this is crazy. I used it in 2 shots of the video and I was just mind blown, honestly. It is Kling motion control. So for those who don't know, Kling motion control is essentially a video generator. The difference between the rest is it has a start frame, but it doesn't have an end frame. You would have a video, it could be any video, a person doing a movement, and then you also add your start frame, so it would match the exact movements that the character is doing in the video, which is crazy. And then I'll show you a quick example. Yo, Nick, that bass shit. I be fucking this NBA. So the 2 generations that I used Kling motion control was, first of all, Muhammad Ali when he was like boxing. The start, that was crazy realistic. I was mind blown. And then the second one was Michael Jackson doing his little, dance. it wasn't in the video as much, but it is still crazy to me. Like the way that it makes an image and copies exactly how the video is done is just insane. Anyways, the final thing that I'd say I learned is to stop re-adding generations on top of a generation. Let me explain. So I learned that first of all, if you want to make a small edit on your generation but have the same general image, you just want to edit that prompt that you typed just so you can refine the little details for that image. Because the more times that you add that AI generated image onto the reference tab to get a new generation, you will lose quality. And it does get bad within 3 to 4 generations. This is all a learning process, and I just wanted to document my AI journey with you guys, so that's why I'm doing this. Again, I'm still new to the camera, so I'm still trying to learn for myself as well. So take this information with what you will. This is more so obviously for you guys to learn, but also for me to just learn as well. Something that I could just like look back on, see what I did wrong, where I could improve, and yeah. So again, this is the second review, and hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, peace.